Okay, just figured I'd go over what we talked about, just the idea of starting on the A note. Always starting on the A note, whether it's this one, or that one. You can always bend up to it as well. So just going to loop through this here. Yeah, I just getting the sense of like when it's gonna start the progression over again. You gotta be ready to hit that A, and you kind of venture off throughout the rest of the progression and come back to an A. Remember, repeat stuff that you like. Anyway, yeah, just keep starting the progression on an A note. Every time it starts over again, hit that A note. And then this is highlighting what the bass was doing there, really. Oh, man. Where'd it go? I should have just stayed on here. There we go. Yeah, it is in the key of G. But the mode is D Mixolydian. B minor pentatonic works great. So does the E minor pentatonic. You can use the same idea. The chord progression in the key of A minor, the A minor pentatonic thing. Think about like when the progression starts over again here. You can rely on starting on that D note again. But it is a short progression, so you may not want to always go back to that D note. can. Every now and then throw in some of those other notes in key. Alright. So hopefully that gives you some good ideas for improvising, and yeah, just the more you do it, the easier it gets. You just got to do it over and over and over and over again. And I wasn't really thinking about, or what am I going to say? What am I trying to say? I was trying to say, like I mentioned, like it's a short progression, so you may not always want to hit that D note at the beginning of the progression starting over again, but I mean, naturally, I just kept wanting to do it anyway. So it really is a safe bet. Just the start of the progression, hit the root note of that progression in the scale shape you're using. And man, it's a great way to make sure you're starting on a very appropriate note. And it's basically you got your home, that's home, right? And then you just venture out and come on back. Just make sure you get back home on time. And you're at home, and then you venture off and you come back home. So you basically just go off on these little note trips and come back home. So hopefully that helps. Any questions come up, let me know, and I'll see you again next week.